A dramatic escape for these passengers at Korea's Gimhae International Airport, on the other side of the peninsula from where the Jeju air disaster claimed 179 lives just a month ago. This time, all 169 passengers, 6 crew members and 1 maintenance worker escaped, with just 7 people reportedly sustaining minor injuries while evacuating. They'd been due to take off for Hong Kong from Gimhae International Airport via an Air Busan flight late Tuesday, but the Airbus A321-200 aircraft in question caught fire at around 10:15 p.m, leading to this scene where passengers were forced to flee via emergency slides. By 10:34 p.m, firefighters were on the scene, with the flames being completely extinguished by 11:31 p.m. You can see smoke outside the aircraft as passengers escape, but if they'd been on board when flames engulfed the body of the plane, this incident could have been much worse. Just escaping with 35,000 pounds of aviation fuel on board was a perilous process, but imagine if the plane had taken off on time, if it had not been delayed, if the fire had started mid-air. One passenger described sound from a luggage rack at the back of the plane. Smoke apparently grew thicker and flames dropped from the rack as a flight attendant responded with a fire extinguisher. What we know so far is that the fire started at the tail end of the plane, with some initially speculating a problem with the APU, or auxiliary power unit. The cause is still not known, but witnesses said they heard some kind of crackling sound, suggesting a fire from an electronic device or battery stored in an overhead compartment. Some passengers have criticized flight attendants for telling them to stay seated while they initially responded with a fire extinguisher. Eyewitnesses have spoken of chaotic and frightening scenes in the moments before their escape, and this incident will pour further scrutiny upon low-cost carriers, even though Air Busan had been the only domestic airline with over 100,000 flights that had maintained an accident-free record for over 10 years. Air Busan is a subsidiary of Asiana Airlines, which itself is now under the ownership of Korean Air, bringing this incident to the heart of the country's aviation industry. South Korean authorities said they'll move quickly to determine the exact cause of the fire so as to ensure appropriate and immediate actions are taken to safeguard passenger aircraft operations.